Okay, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this come up a treat. Itchy, sorry folks. I wonder how big we're going to make it. I'm going to leave it at 100. Going all the way with a contrast. Hopefully this one will look really interesting. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here, I got it secondhand for $1 at secondhand shop. Las Vegas Tropicana, where Las Vegas begins. So yeah, some kind of gambling cards, you know, like card game. I don't know what the fuck, if they're any different from normal cards. I haven't opened this up, except to try and pull it, see how it comes open, but I haven't actually removed the cards until now. I've just got the cards on the glass, and this last one just came out separately. I'm going to try and just keep them together. I'm going to just haphazardly put them all over the glass of the photocopier, but I want to see what's on the inside of these fuckers. So these are, yeah, they're just normal deck of cards. We're all in usual. I don't know much about cards, folks. I know fuck all, folks. I just don't know anything about fucking cards. I don't play cards. I'm not interested. I don't like playing games, period. And card games I hate. Just like any kind of game. I just don't like games, folks. I'm a serious person. I am a person who has a lot of ambitions, and many of the ambitions I have, I'm just not interested in distractions. I like to just do the things I enjoy, and playing cards is not one of them. But I know a lot of people absolutely love a game of 500 or something else. I don't know much. Bridge is another game that's popular. I know people love playing card games. I mean, it is quite an interesting, well, to me it's not, but to the average person it is. A lot of people just love to play cards. And hey, it's a game, you know, a lot of people just love games and challenging themselves. I'm actually thinking we should just leave the lid open. But basically people just love to play games, and it's, to the average person, that's good. For me, it's just a waste of my life. I just don't have any interest in having a bit of casual fun, and I want to build photocopiers one day, folks, and Luigi and I just won't have time to play games. There's no time for games, folks. It doesn't matter, because we are interested in building photocopiers, right? Ones that use artificial intelligence, that are environmentally friendly, using recycled materials over virgin materials, or instead of virgin materials, where possible, where it's possible to use recycled materials. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use recycled materials. We're not going to be wasting resources on mined minerals and materials. We're not going to waste our fucking finite resources using materials that have been mined. So you got to think about the planet, folks. And Luigi and I we just don't have time for trivia. And to us, playing games like card games, for example's sake, is considered in our mind trivia. It's trivia. And of course, Trivial Pursuit definitely is you can't get more trivial than Trivial Pursuit. So these are things that we're not interested in, and we just want to make a difference in this world, and building photocopiers that are good for the planet and good for the human race, as in the workers in the factory, for example, are going to be paid more than what they're actually worth. We're not paying slave wages. We're not making them work 12 hours a day, a shift. We're just going to allow them to earn what they are worth, more than what they're worth, because we care about them. We're not interested in being fucking rich pigs who just care about ourselves and our fucking money, and we're going to give most of that money away to good causes. We're just not interested in all this shit about being rich and untouchable, and being mean and horrible and absolutely greedy. We're not interested in greed, folks. But the world is all about greed, and people just don't seem to get it that greed is not good. Gordon Gekko famously said in the movie Wall Street, greed is good. But that's rubbish. That's how the CEOs of today are talking without even using that phrase. They reckon greed is good, and they keep forcing their greed onto other people. They just don't care about the human race. They don't care about the environment. They just care about themselves and their porky friends. They don't care about us. And Luigi and I, I'm gonna make scientific experiments too to help clean up climate change, because out of all this greed has become great amounts of pollution and climate change. And I know a lot of these greedy people don't believe in climate change, but they're living in a fucking fantasy world. And they don't know that the reality is that they themselves could get caught up in this fucking crap as well, of their own doing. And I'm sick of these rich people just fobbing off climate change as if it's they think it's a fucking fairy tale. Well, I think their fucking idea is of this not being, climate change not being real. I think that's a fucking fairy tale. They're the ones living in la la land. The people who know what's happening, who are thinking realistically about what the next move is, how we're going to fix this planet, they're fucking scared. They know the fucking cost of this shit. And these rich people just keep pumping out fucking worthless products that don't last, that can't be repaired. This photocopier isn't going to last very long because it's made to be obsolete. Planned obsolescence, my dad once told me about many decades ago. I'm not making this look any good. I'm trying to get this card looks a bit shitty there, but anyway. But yeah, I've got no time for card games or any kind of games. The world is burning up, folks. And all we're doing is playing games. I mean, seriously. As I said, Luigi and I just don't have time for fucking games. We're not interested in just having a bit of entertainment. Entertainment is good, to a certain degree, but it's not so good when it distracts people from the real things that are going on in this world. And these rich people don't care. They want you distracted, Oh, fuck. What's the point? You got no future. How are you going to watch your fucking movies when when you're in the middle of a huge drought and you can't get any running water from your taps, folks? This is what we have now. Australia's going through a drought, or at least here in New South Wales we're going through a fucking drought. It's just not happening, folks. But that's the way these greedy people are. Think for now, think 2 years ahead just to see how much profit we can make, and then forget about the future. Forget about the future. The future is the fucking most important thing we've got to plan for, folks. And we've got to start living environmentally sustainable, and that is building commercial products. This new generation photocopier is going to last 60 years before it gets recycled. And it's going to get recycled. It's not going to be thrown into landfill. It's going to get recycled. So we're going to recycle, and the machines are going to be designed to be recycle friendly. So we've got to think of the future, folks. Sure, the future photocopier company that I envisage and Luigi envisages is not going to make as much profit for us. But I don't care. I'm willing to forego heaps of profit so that this fucking planet can last indefinitely for future fucking generations, folks. So now that looks interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.